Hello, and thanks for tuning in to learn more about the Floodwise Communities program. I'm Tori Graves Field, the Sustained Engagement Specialist for GLESA, and if you don't know us already, GLESA is the Great Lakes Climate Adaptation Partnership, or CAP team, formerly known as RESA. In this video, I'm going to provide an overview of the Floodwise program and how the tool works. Floodwise Communities is a stormwater vulnerability assessment process developed by cities for cities. Using a web-based platform, practitioners can access customized climate and socioeconomic information and guiding questions to ultimately produce a stormwater vulnerability assessment. We've been building and refining the Floodwise tool and approach for over 7 years now, making Floodwise one of our most developed tools and programs to date. Of course, this effort wouldn't be possible without all of the contributing partners, including Adaptation International, Headwaters Economics, the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program, or SCIP, and Stanford University. The Floodwise process is particularly useful for practitioners for a number of reasons. First, the process was designed with municipal partners at the table and has been vetted by more than 70 small to medium-sized communities in the Great Lakes and U.S. Gulf regions. This makes Floodwise tailored directly to the needs of cities. Second, communities have access to the customized climate and socioeconomic information, which complements their local data and experiences. This particular information is informed by the Neighborhoods at Risk tool developed by Headwaters Economics, which I'll show you shortly. Third, the process allows communities to select individual stormwater system components and assess the vulnerability and adaptive capacity of each component to climate-related flooding and other hazards. This gives cities a clear and tailored path for next steps to improving their stormwater systems. And finally, there's a wide range of applications for outputs from the Floodwise process. For example, past participants have used the assessment to update stormwater design and fee structures, develop hazard mitigation plans, influence capital improvement planning, secure grants, and communicate risk to community leaders. Now that you know more about the background of Floodwise Communities, I'd like to walk you through the steps of the process and what this looks like on the web interface. Every community who participates will get a custom online portal to complete the assessment process. When users access the tool, they'll first find a landing page with an overview of the Floodwise process, a welcome video at the top here, and links below to their customized resources. I'd like to quickly highlight the Neighborhoods at Risk Socioeconomic Data and Mapping tool. This tool will help users integrate equity and justice throughout their assessment and overall conversations. When users launch this supporting tool, they're taken to a page where they can type in a community, a county, or a state that they'd like to view data for. Here we'll use Grand Rapids, Michigan as an example. The tool then pulls up a map highlighting census tracts where vulnerabilities to climate change exceed the community median and what characteristics are factored into these results on the left. This allows communities to better understand the nuanced and disproportionate impacts in their community and ultimately gets practitioners thinking about how their assessments and plans can better address these challenges. Now back to the Floodwise tool. At the top, you can clearly see the 3 steps required to complete the assessment: setting the foundation, assessment, and vulnerability. Opening the assessment here at the bottom or clicking at the top takes users directly to the first section, setting the foundation. This section also opens with a short video to provide background on understanding vulnerability and the phases to adaptation planning more broadly. Users will also walk through a series of questions at the bottom related to weather and climate impacts, social and economic factors influencing who is most affected by those impacts, and rating local capacity on a scale of 1 to 10. This section is meant to inform the rest of the assessment process. By clicking at the top, we can go to the second section, Assessment, which offers a customizable dashboard of more than 30 individual stormwater components. Each community can select which and how many components they'd like to assess in this list here. For each component, for example, outfalls, floodwalls, or bioswales, users will answer a series of questions that help understand the component's overall sensitivity to system stressors and adaptive capacity. Finally, in section 3, users will see a virtual visual matrix, which shows the final scores of each component assessment in the previous section. So outfalls, flood walls, and bioswigs. Users can also view and access a summary of results and responses. Clicking here, you can see on the right sensitivity and adaptive capacity. And that's for each system component. Finally, to close out the assessment at the bottom of section 3, users will find guidance for next steps after completing their assessment. So to close out this tutorial, I share my excitement just for the success of this program so far and for the potential for new approaches and applications, including new regions, sectors, and user types. So if you're interested in learning more about this tool or interested in collaborating with the project team, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email at projectteam@floodwisecommunities.org or check out our associated web pages, including the Floodwise website, the Neighborhoods at Risk tool, and GLISA's website. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you.